So I got to be real. I never thought I would say this, but y'all got to slow down. It's happening too fast. We getting like 12 disses a day from 20 different parties. It's too much. It's too much. But I, at the same time, I'm in love. I'm in heaven. I'm enjoying myself more than I have in a long time when it came to reactions. Probably since the last back and forth that we got to check out. Like, this is the highlight of me doing reactions anymore, is diss tracks. I'm gonna be real with you. So let's dive in. Daylyt dropped 2 things. We're gonna check both of them out. I don't know what to expect from these because we got like, I don't know if I was going to say it's a Philly cheese, but it looks like a burger, like a cheeseburger sub or something. And this one's called I Can't Hold You This A. And the next one is called WORDISBON, which I like WORDISBON, but without the D. So I don't know why we missing out on letters, but only he could tell us. So let's dive in. Let's find out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's an interesting sample.
I'm going in. I just show you how to body 2 friends. We was big boy, bottom boy, put your pants on. The boy so bad he made a dance song. Boy, I'm going ape shit.
So wait, is this? Hold on. All right.
I'm going ape shit. I'm going ape shit. Hey, what's up with the rap? So I was down and shit. 2 tracks out the gate. It's ugly, oh, I'm down and shit. Told you I'm not like you niggas. Oh, your pride finished. I see a shark in the water, bitch. I dive in it. About to throw up gang signs. I do this for the main line. I'm about to hit my Rayleigh and my Ricky at the same time.
Yo, about to hit my Rayleigh and my Ricky at the same time. I don't even know what he just said, but I like it. Yo, he said, I see a shark in the water. I'm gonna dive in. So it seems more like this is just, he's having some fun. Based on the hook, what I was gonna say, and I wasn't sure, because I'm like, yo, watch it switch up all of a sudden, like one of those little DJ scratch into a different beat, but it sounds almost like this is a celebration song, because in that beginning part, I don't know if it's gonna end up being the hook or if that's the bridge, but he was like, I just showed you how to body 2 friends. So he's talking about the fact that Joey and Lux were on that track together, and then he dropped, and he's like, I washed him, bro. It's over. Game over.
About to throw up gang signs. I do this for the main line. I'm about to hit my Rayleigh and my Ricky at the same time. Oh shit, you don't know, man. TikTok, make a new dance. Hit the Joey. Watch a nigga slide like a piece. This is not that big. Fuck whooping feet. Take his foot off hips. Prosthetic. Go fast. Drop a clear white flag. Shit that he kicks on. Different type of wolf. I eat the body, then lick the bones. Dog him out. Top told me, oh, stall him out. Speaking of a star, like you're in a spot to call me out. You not, nigga. All rap, how I got to the top, nigga. Rubik's Cube light. I'm a block spinner. Okay.
The quality of this is not that great, the mix. I don't know what just happened with this.
Prosthetic, go fast, drop a clear white flag. Shit that he kicks on. Different type of wolf. I eat the body, then lick the bones. Dog him out. Top toe.
For some reason, I don't know if it is. Yo, hold up. Let me switch over to my other headphones. Cause like these have been working fine for me, but there's something about the way that this one is mixed where it's just like mad high pitch, and I feel like I'm not able to understand what's being said because I can't hear it that great. Hopefully this is the fix, because I'm like, yo, what? I heard I'm a different type of wolf. I lick bones or some shit like that. That shit was wild.
Shit that he kicks on. Different type of wolf. I eat the body, then lick the bones. Dog him out.
Okay, I eat the body, then lick the bones. Okay.
Put off his prosthetic, go fast, drop a clear white flag. Shit that he kicks on. Different type of wolf. I eat the body, then lick the bones. Dog him out. Top told me, oh, stall him out. Speaking of a star, like you're in a spot to call me out. You not, nigga. All rap, how I got to the top, nigga. Rubik's Cube light. I'm a block spinner. Okay.
Like the mix on this is just not that great. Like it's hard to make out some of it because it's just the quality is not that great. I feel like it's more for fun anyway, but
the boy so bad he made a dance song. Boy, I'm going ape shit. I'm going ape shit. I'm going ape shit. I'm going ape shit. Once upon a time, oi, wire in the gang. Phone flex, vibe, double XL was king. Hated on my city, but we came with no remorse. Back when the Mecca literally was the source. No cap niggas was heroes. West MCs with bars, thought we had zeros. Speaking of the source, the next bar's free throw. We came back stronger than Benzino. I dog shit, get his X.
He is right though. I feel like there was a period of time where it was like, yo, the East Coast was what you thought of if you thought bars or any, like, yo, it was just, that was it. East was it. Like there was dope shit out West and stuff, but I just feel like it's hard to say, like, cause I was like super young, but I just don't remember hearing about the West getting as much love as I was growing up. I mean, obviously I'm on the East Coast, so you're going to hear more love about New York and shit like that. but it just wasn't like they were about the bars. And then in my opinion, when battle rap started to take off a little bit more and Grind Time Now started to do things, and there was the West Coast, and I mean, obviously even before that with Scribble Jams and shit, but the time when it started to become more apparent to people everywhere, I feel like was like the Grind Time, the King of the Dot days, or like the early King of the Dot and stuff, when they were coming more to Cali to do a lot of performances there and a lot of battles. And people started to see that like the dudes on the West were crazy good. Like they became like the bar that was set in battle rap, in my opinion. Now, as far as like the street battling type shit, that was still New York because URL TV started to come back out, which used to be the Smack DVDs. And once they started to do it again, they had like a different set of rappers that they would bring on stage that were really dope. And don't get me wrong, they can stand up against the West Coast battle rappers, but it was more like gun bars and more like creative street bars and shit like that. Whereas the West Coast was a mix of some gun bars and street type shit, but also just anything creative. Like, and that was why I feel like they excelled, it seemed, above a lot of the rest. But I feel like the West gets their love nowadays. Like people, I don't think that anyone necessarily downplays any specific region. I know that the South also used to kind of get downplayed. Like, oh, they make like some catchy shit, whatever, but they ain't really like rapping. You know what I mean? And then a few dudes came out and let you know, like, we could rap too.
Exercise, I gotta walk shit, I hawk spit. Streets in the body, go get the chalk kid. I line him up, we get the pressure. Please pardon me. Slap, yes, I shape up fresher than Steve Harvey. Hey, this is slap.
Yo, I used to think Steve Harvey's hair was actually real. I'm like, yo, this man got the freshest lineup, the freshest hairline ever. Like, it's crazy. I like, everyone should be jealous of him.
Slap, yes, I shape up fresher than Steve Harvey. Hey, this is slap. On God, and it ain't no cap. I went up on your boy A&Y, time to keep it true. I sit a bitch down with all that talking, killing from Gina View.
Ape shit. I'm going ape shit. We going ape shit. We going ape shit.
Daylyt is so random. Like, this is not something that I would have anticipated somebody to drop in the back and forth that we've been having going on. And all of a sudden, he just drops this. And I don't know if this was directly in response to Joey Badass having just dropped something, or if he had planned on dropping this anyway, but Joey dropped, and so he's like, well, I'm still going to put it out because it was what I planned on doing. Because he's kind of, it feels like it could kind of be referencing what Joey just did, right? Maybe a little bit.
Cause I buried you, y'all niggas is hysterical. Ain't no coming back from this, you need a miracle. Joey.
Because he said, like, I made you, like, drop a what did he say he made him do?
I'm going in. I just show you how to body two friends. We was big boy, ballin' boy, put your pants on. The boy so bad he made a dance song. Boy, I'm going in.
Something like I beat Boy so bad he made a dance song. So I don't know if he's considering that last thing, Crash Dummy, kind of like a dance song, which I guess like part of it could be a little like it's kind of got that bounce to it. So I don't know. I'm assuming that it has to do with that potentially. That would be my guess. So he's got one more called WORDISBON. I'm assuming this is going to be where he starts to go. Like, that was almost like, yo, let me just have a little fun with you. Now I'm going to eat your food. Now I'm going to talk to your soul.
Can I talk to you for a second? See that bar about the bridge? It wasn't for steez, it was for soul. The very thing that you sold to be cold, living sober. It was hard watching my friends grow older. Suicide, taking the conscious ones, the bridge really over. Man, I wish Steez was alive so he could see this shit live. Hip-hop thriving, look what we did. I put my G's to the sky. Steez, I miss you, this shit for rap beef. Me and Joe don't got issue. Your face tatted right on my arm so that the world can't forget you next to Nip.
Okay. This wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Even when I heard the beat in the beginning, I thought, okay, this is just going to be some shit where he's just going to talk to him like on some real talk. Like, yo, let me sit you down, little bro. Like, I got some things I got to say to you. But this is actually like, this is like just a dope track. Rest in peace to Steez. You know what I'm saying? And explain that that bar that he had wasn't about that. And maybe he realized that some people were thinking that's what it was or spun it in that way. And he's like, no, yeah, I got to set the record straight. And so now but this again is why Daylyt is such an odd character, because I get why he might want to set the record straight on that, because that is a crazy bar. But at the same time, it's like you in the middle of like a back and forth. And he's like, yo, all right, I'm going to drop a little like rest in peace track. Like, wait, what? It's just, he's such a madman.
See that bar about the bridge? It wasn't for steez, it was for soul. The very thing that you sold to be cold, living sober. It was hard watching my friends grow older.
Did he say that It wasn't for steez, that was for soul. He's talking about Absol, but then he said the very thing that you sold to be Cole. Is that what he's saying? Like Joey Badass trying to be like Cole?
See that bar about the bridge? It wasn't for steez, it was for soul. The very thing that you sold to be cold, living sober. It was hard watching my friends grow older. Suicide, taking the conscious ones, the bridge really over. Man, I wish Steez was alive so he could see this shit live. Hip-hop thriving, look what we did. I put my G's to the sky. Steez, I miss you, this shit for rap beef. Me and Joe don't got issue. Your face tatted right on my arm so that the world can't forget you next to Nip. Prodigy X, or what do y'all got in common? This is bigger than rap. Some deaths came from the things we was rhyming. It was scary stuff. Remember the day that Joe made America was blocked from all of the algorithms. Government scaring us. They knew they couldn't take me out, so they just shadow banned everything. But what they didn't know is light come from the sky to touch everything. I know that I'm chosen. I could
Light come from the sky to touch every... Yo, ooh.
Government scaring us, they knew they couldn't take me out, so they just shadow ban everything. But what they didn't know is light come from the sky to touch everything. I know that I'm chosen. I could see a part of God's aim. You and I ray for this moment. We got Vaughn in our names, but it's something that they got mixed up about angel book typos, angel wings, body and humans. Know the way that this might go, ain't no quitting. You keep forgetting to respect your religion. You Jehovah Witness, you know the holiday is forbidden. Look to the sky and say that this gonna be better.
I did not expect this.
Look to the sky and say that this gonna be better. That's on my soul. It's 47 forever. Word. Watching y'all on YouTube, I wanted to be a part. It was dope watching Jamar Milton mixing knowledge with art. My mind was tender back when I seen that Don was the prime contender. Fly the spinner, Joe was snapping so hard. See the guy from Sinners, I was locked in. First time on the East, jumped on the Metro. Random DM on Twitter, that's how I met Soul. He introduced me to 47 shit. I saw the masterpiece. Side note, two cats dope as hell. Dash and Ratchet Pete. From that day, I was loving the shit that y'all did for hip hop. Y'all reminded me of the times when it's Pac, Big Nas, Discogs. It was something different about you, Steez. I felt connected, and that was the fact that both of us felt like we unconnected. We was both fighting with knowledge and still try to hold our demons. And then I noticed that we both did a song called Robot Freedom, talking about how we gon' break out the Matrix. I can't forget it, and one day you really did it.
Yo, that's crazy.
Look to the sky and say that this gonna be better. That's on my soul. It's 47 forever. Steez, we miss it. Look to the sky and say that this gonna be better. That's on my soul. It's 47 forever.
Yo, that was beautiful. I'm gonna be honest with you though, I'm so thrown off. This is not what you would expect in the middle of a heated back. I'm like, yo, we locking in, and then he hit me with that. I'll be real with you though, it's the most ultimate curveball that you might ever be able to throw in a back and forth ever. Because what does Joey Badass do with this? Like you at that point you just leave it alone. Like, hey, it's over, it's done. Unless all of a sudden Daylyt come out with some crazy shit. I feel like the only reason this might continue though is because Ray Vaughn still might drop something. But you don't really, you can't respond to this with something because he ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you could say he threw a little bit of shade, like the soul, like the same thing you sold to try to be cold, either cold, or he said, or cold living. But either way, like the rest of it was like just showing love to a homie that, you know, you both had. Apparently, I didn't even know Daylyt knew him. I'm assuming obviously that he did. And he talked about having been in New York. And I knew that he had been in New York for a little while at some point, especially with like the battle rap shit back in the day with Grind Time and all that stuff. So I don't know where we go from here. This was unexpected, but you know, that's what you get when you deal with Daylyt. Unexpected. This man he's a mastermind. He plays with everybody psychologically. Let me know what y'all thought down below. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Stay safe. I will catch you in the next one, homies.